Hi, this is Shannah, and this is another pick a card reading. And this one is why do you deserve to be loved? I find this question very, very important because sometimes we want so badly to be loved, but actually, we do not really believe that we deserve love, that we are lovable. But the thing is, we are. You are lovable. And usually, I would say love needs no reason. You deserve to be loved because you exist, because you're here. And I thank you very, very much from all of my heart for existing. But I also know that sometimes it is really, really nice to hear some reasons, to hear what makes us special, because we're all special. And that's why I decided to do this reading. And I have here 3 different piles, and you can choose one of them, 2 of them, or all of them. You can do whatever you want. So, but if you only want to choose one of them, so we have here pile number 1 with a metal heart. Then we have pile number 2 with a wooden heart. And then we have, there you go. Then we have pile number 3 with a stone heart. So choose whatever resonates with you, whatever you feel attracted to. You can pause the video if you like. And if you don't mind, I will start immediately with pile number 1 with the metal heart. Here we go. So, first of all, why do you deserve to be loved? Little boy blue, dreams come true, return of the soul. So, what this card is saying is that you are like a child. You're not childish, and even if you are, who cares? So, but you are like a child in the sense that you are amazed about the world around you. You're very curious, and you're also very innocent. You want to try new things. You want to believe in the best this world has to offer. You're very open to new people. You're very curious. You also have a very strong intuition. You know, you want to play with the world and you want the world to play with you. You tend to trust people. You're very giving. Like children, they want to play with each other, they share their toys. So you share with other people, you share your time, you share your resources because you love to have people around you. You love people just for what and who they are. And you're very curious. You want to know the world. You want to experience. You want to touch the world, to taste it, to see what life has to offer. And you are really a believer that the world is beautiful, that people are kind. And that makes you a very nice person. That makes you a person that is very attractive. People like to be around you. And you're also someone who laughs very easily, because you're so amazed with the world. You find everything funny, but in a nice, innocent way. And you share your laughter. You're a very positive person and you're full of light. And you want to share your light with the world, and you want also to dance in the light of the world. You're full of positive emotion, you feel of love and joy. So you're a very joyous person, you're very fun to be around, and you're also a very true friend. You're there for the people when they need you, be it in good times, be it in bad times, and you're there for the people. So you're a bundle of joy, and you are a source of light to the people around you. Next card, water flight. Heaviness lifts, burdens are cast away, weightlessness. So again, you're someone who's very positive. You're someone other people turn to when they have problems because you always seem to have the right thing to say. You always seem to see the positive side of life, of what is burdening other people. And people love that about you. They know they can count on you. They know you are a reasonable person. And you also very intelligent, very wise is the word here, exactly. Because you're just not saying nice things to make other people feel better, these little white lies. Um, your words are also filled with wisdom, you know. They, you know exactly what to tell the people in a way they can understand without hurting them, but uplifting them, showing them the best side of themselves, the best side of the situation, the best solutions to any problem. And so you're someone people like to go to. So you're very upbeat, you're very positive, and even if yourself have problems, you are able to, to lift yourself. You're able to get yourself out of the darkness, to always find a light in what situation you may be in. And other people will be there for you as well because you're a very kind person and full of light. And people, actually, what I'm getting is people will do anything for you. And the next card, she shall always prevail. Goddess Isis and Isis Crystal. So this is a card that I seem to get a lot in my readings as well. So it means that many of you out there have this strength, and if you chose this pile, you have it as well. So this is the strength of Isis, Isis, the Egyptian goddess, that was also known in Babylon and Samaria as Ishtar or Inanna. So this is one of the primal goddesses. And the reason why it says here, she shall always prevail, it means that you can go through any kind of problem, any kind of ordeal, but you always believe in love. You always choose love. You always see the positive side because nothing can break you. You know that. There's nothing in this world that can break you as long you have your connection to source, as long as you have your connection to your own heart. So your love will always prevail. So you seem to have also a special connection to the source. By source, I mean what we usually call God or the universe or the spiritual realm. So you're a very connected person. You're very intuitive. So you're in connection also with the higher force in this world, in this dimension, and other dimensions as well, even if you're not really aware of it. And this is where you get this strength or this wisdom of being lighthearted, of being a joyous person, because there's a higher force within you and within all the people around you. It's the higher force that connects us all and loves us. So, moving on, the next card, the lover and the beloved. Again, these two cards actually go really well together because if you know Isis, you'll know Osiris as well. That was one of the first holy couples, right? So Isis resurrected Osiris from the dead. So this was love beyond death, and love was so strong that she could bring her twin flame from the death realm. So this is one of the strongest loves possible. And here again, this is confirmed by this card, the lover and the beloved, right? And there may be times where you may fall into doubt. There may be times where you think, well, what's the purpose of all of this? But something in you, something in your heart knows there's something bigger, and even if some challenges in your life, and even if something good comes along and seems too good to be true, still you have the strength to say yes, still you have the strength to go for it. So you're a very courageous person, you're a very positive person, very intuitive, and you have a strength of heart that's just amazing. And you can love everyone, every single one of our human fellow men in this world. And maybe in the next, you have love for the world, you have love for everyone and everything. You're a very strong person. People like to be around you. And you always say yes to love because you know love will always prevail. So you're also a very committed person. You're also a very loyal and faithful person. So there are here many, many reasons why you deserve love. You're just amazing. And I want you to know that. Thank you so much. So let's go to pile number 2, the wooden heart. Here we go. Dragon's pet. Communication between species. Animals, pets, magical companions, guardianship. So you are someone who is very connected to the animal world and also to nature as a whole. So you're a nature lover. You have a very special connection to animals, to plants, even minerals. It's like you understand them. It's like you can even communicate with them telepathically. There's like this energy between you and all these beings that just, you know, feels right, feels real, and it is real. You're really communicating with these beings, and they're communicating with you because you're receptive. You understand their language, and you're also someone. If you're able to communicate with all these beings on an emotional or telepathic way, so you will be someone who will stand for the rights of animals, for the rights of nature. So you're very ecological. You're probably even vegetarian and or vegan even, But so you're very loving of nature, and you are very, very committed. And you're also very sensitive to the cycles of nature, to the cycles of the moon, to the seasons, to planet Earth as a whole. So you're someone who sees planet Earth as the Mother Earth, and you respect it as we should respect a mother, right? So you have a very, very strong connection. And this makes you also a very nurturing person, not only to animals, but to the people around you. You want them to feel good. You want them to, feel safe and appreciated. So you're a very loving person on different levels. Honoring the masculine, respecting men, embracing the masculine divine. So not only you're very connected to nature, you're also very connected to the masculine side of life. So if you're a woman, you may have a very pronounced masculine side, and you're not 100% just girly or just pink and unicorns. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's not totally you. So you also have this masculine side. You're also very strong and very assertive, and you know what you want and you know how to get it. So you may feel that is strange, especially, for instance, it could be that you find it strange when women are fighting for their rights, not because you don't find it is right. It's because you never felt the need, because you have both of the components so harmonized in yourself that you've always fought for your rights. Actually, you didn't even have to fight for your rights because you just got them. Because you have these two energies so well balanced. and uh, and we probably have a lot of male friends, so men feel understood by you, but that not in a condescending way. So they can speak to you about all subjects and they feel understood. So that's not this barrier. I'm a girl and you're a man. The man is from Mars, the girl is from Venus. When you're together, you're both from Jupiter. It's like you understand the same language because you have both of these energies well balanced in yourself. So you can understand both sides. And you probably find it hard to understand why there is such an antagonized energy in the outer world, why men do not respect women and why women can be condescending towards men is is something that you do not really understand because this conflict, you don't have it within yourself. You have both very, very well balanced. And you're someone who has a lot of energy to go out for, and fight for your goals and reach your goals. So you're not a dominant person, but you can act dominant to other people. Other people may have this perception of you because you're just very strong and just feel also very, very at home in your own skin. You don't have to apologize for anything, and you say what you want and you get it. It's really easy, actually. Um, yes, let's get another card. Higher Will, Ascended Master El Moria, and Blue Star Sapphire. Well, higher will. This means also that, like I said, you're very in touch with both the feminine and masculine energy, and you're also very in touch with the world around you, with the natural world around you. So, and you're very sensitive. And because you understand the cycles of life, you understand the cycles of nature, and you probably know and really live it like as above, so below. So you think, like macro and micro. So everything mirrors everything. So then there's a higher will. You probably know and feel that there's a higher intelligence, and you're able to surrender to that higher intelligence. Although you're very strong and you can come across as being a dominant person, you actually are able to surrender to the will of the universe or God or whatever you'd like to call it, because you have the feeling there's a higher plan. So you can be really receptive to what's around you. You probably pay attention to signs of what's going on around you, and you are receptive enough to follow those signs. So you're very open, you're very receptive, you're very sensitive as well to the world around you, and you're not a person that has to force your will onto the world. You're that's it. You're open and willing to work with the world. You want to be part of the world around you. Like I said earlier, you want to be a conscious part of Mother Nature. So you want to work with nature. You want to work with your male counterparts as one, not as a divided identity. So you're willing to surrender to that, not, in a lower position, because you do not understand that. That's not your nature, but as part of a whole, to be part of a whole. So you work with other people, you work with your co-workers, you work with your boss, you work with your company, you work with your clients, you work with your friends, with your lovers, with the world, with the animals. So you are a participant, and you share your experiences, and you have this higher vision that together you can create a better world. And here I got 2 cards for this one. I want to start with this one. Exactly, Star Mother Arrakis. So again, Star Mother Arrakis is like dancing with the world. This is here, for instance, has a lot of to do with music, with dancing. And the next one as well, this is Lila, you know. So these two cards is like being one with the universe and working with the universe again, like I was saying, as above, so below. So you are very sensitive, you're a healer, and you want to dance with the universe, be part of this holy dance, of this holy communion, and you're part of it. You want to dance the dance of the stars. And again, here, Lila is also a card of dancing. And this Lila is like, she is who she is. And she knows her darker side. She knows all of her sides. Like here, you have integrated the masculine and the feminine. She knows the joy and she knows the laughter and she knows the sadness and despair. They're all parts of her, all parts of her strength. And this is what you know as well. So you're a very strong person. There's nothing really that scares you because you know everything is part of you. And there's also here a lot of strength that, for instance, fighting for a cause. These two cards give you a lot of strength, not only respect for the natural order of the universe, but also a lot of strength of fighting for what is right. And again, you may be involved in ecological causes, or you may be called sometime in your life. You may have this inner calling of going out and doing what you think is right, being it like protecting nature, protecting the animals, or even working on this divine calling of integrating the masculine and feminine, and not the war we're living today. This war that we're living today with the Me Too movement is very necessary, but there will be a time where it will be integrated and will be a mutual respect, because there's not one without the other. We're all part of each other, and this is really beautiful. And you are someone who's really strong, is really in touch with the world around you, and you're a very kind person. And thank you so much for having chosen this, because this was really beautiful. And yes, you deserve to be loved because you're amazing. Thank you so much. Now, pile number 3. The stone heart. Now, why do you deserve to be loved? We have Green Man's Bride. So, Green Man's Bride, you are someone also who's very sensitive, and you're very committed. You're a very loyal person. You're very faithful. And a bit similar like pile number 2, if you'd like to see that one, maybe you like. You also have the masculine and the feminine and integrated, right? So both of these energies are very familiar to you, and you have them very well balanced within yourself. But here, because it's the bride, what the sacred union, commitment ceremony, maturing into deep relationship. So you're a mature person. Doesn't have anything to do with age. I've met 16-year-olds that are a lot more mature than some of the 60, 70-year-olds that I've met so far. So it's not a question of age, it's a question of experience, of learning, not only from your life, but also from the life of others, but with an open, kind heart. So when you're a very mature person and you are really marriage material, you're a person that commits completely to family, to your partner, without losing yourself. You're just that kind of person that can nurture and feel other people, family members in this case, make them feel safe and loved. So you're also a very loving, giving person. And then we have Carl's wisdom, colony, delicacy, fragility, works that are created over great periods of time. So you're also someone who is very, very sensitive, delicate. And I was telling you, so you are very committed and very loyal and faithful. You have like this yin yang balance within you, and that you're also a mature person. And you're a mature person because you're someone that observes. And you're very delicate. You're very fragile, I could put it that way. You're very sensitive. So you don't let anyone come close that easily. You like to observe first because it's so sensitive, any kind of toxicity, of toxic elements could destroy you, could hurt you badly. So you choose the people around you. You choose the friends that come into your inner circle. And you're also very patient, and you're a good listener and a very good observer of people. So you know people very well. You can read into them. You know what they're about. So again, this maturing because you watch people and you learn from them and you know exactly what's good for you and what's not. So you have to protect yourself because you're fragile, because you're easily hurt. And you're also very patient and they can work on something for a long time, but you're someone that doesn't give up. If you see something, be it a project, be it, for instance, family, you can work on this for a long time because you see the beauty in it. And the work itself, it's beauty itself. And you're probably a very beautiful person as well, and a very kind person, but you keep your distance so that you protect yourself. Because what you have to give, what you have to offer is very special and also fragile. And you wouldn't like to see it broken, put it that way. And having said that, you also have healing qualities. You can also heal because you're also a very good listener. So you can be a counselor, for instance. You can listen and keep your distance at the same time. And you're a healer. You're very psychic as well because you can, like I said, you can read people. You can sometimes just know what they're thinking because you have to know what's the best thing for you. It's almost as a protective, a protection, I forgot the word now, measure, put it like that. So let's see what the next card says. Your time to shine. Ascended Master Helios and Citrine. But being somewhat guarded or even shy, this doesn't make you a wallflower because you're not. Just by being there, you shine. Just by standing in a room, you shine. Everyone can see your light. So, probably, even if you say, well, I'm not a healer, I do not work with any kind of healing method or so what, and I don't have any ambition of becoming one, I want you to know if if you want it or not, you are a healer because your presence alone heals people because you shine. Even if you don't notice, even if you don't believe it, people, they notice you. People, they know that you're there. Even if you think I'm shy and I don't speak much and people won't notice me, you are one of these people that you don't have to speak. You shine. And because you don't speak that much, because somewhat guarded, that makes you very, very mysterious, and people, they get very curious. But just by being there, just by being present, just by standing or sitting in a room, you shine, you heal the whole room just by being there. Because you have a very delicate heart full of love. Even in your worst days, I tell you, you are able to heal just by being there. There's nothing much you have to do. And if you work in a healing profession, Maybe you've noticed this, that people get better after talking to you. Even if it's just for 5 minutes, it doesn't matter, that they start shining. The moment they see you, their eyes sparkle, they smile the moment they see you. So this is an effect you have on people. You are a very loyal friend, a very faithful partner. You'll do anything for your family and friends. And you're very patient, a good listener, and fragile. So you pick the people who are around you, and you're a person that shines just by being present. And then the last card, the human gift. So the human gift again tells me you're a healer. You have a very strong connection to a higher force. Either you believe in it or not, that doesn't matter. There are things you don't have to call by name for them to be present. And you have this connection, and you also have a very kind heart. And you have like a bleeding heart sometimes, in the sense that you bleed with the world, you cry with the world, you have a very strong sense of compassion. You can feel what other people are feeling. Again, you can be a psychic here too. You can feel what other people feel. You can sense their energies. And sometimes you can even feel what's troubling them, in the sense also you can also feel their diseases in case they're sick. And if you're in a healing profession, that's very good, advantageous. And you have a good heart and an open heart for other people. You feel with them, and you're also able to heal them in a kind, and I have the feeling, in a noticeable way. It's not something that's in your face. You're very subtle, and you're very kind and quiet about it. And so you can be a counselor, like I said, and you do it in a very loving way. And you help the people around you, sometimes in very subtle ways, with kind gestures. Some things that people don't even notice, sometimes just a smile. And you're a very, I'm lacking the word right now, just a second. Giving. You're very giving, you're very sensitive, and you're very connected to a higher source, and you're very gentle. That's the word I was looking for. You're very, very gentle, delicate, and very kind. So if you were searching for reasons why you deserve to be loved, well, here you have a couple. You are just amazing. So thank you so much. And thank you to everyone that have been watching, subscribing, and liking my videos. Thank you so much to all of you. It means a lot to me. And I hope these videos inspired you. And I wish you all the best, because you are just freaking lovable. Thank you so much.